Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to my channel. Can you see my little goodie bag there? This is a little goodie bag. I got these things from Reconsidered Goods, and I discovered this place by watching Lynn at a bit of birdsong, and she went to this place in Greensboro where I work every day, Monday through Friday, and I was like, oh my goodness, I've never heard of this place. Why have I not seen this place before? And actually, when I drove up to the building, I didn't tell Lynn this, but when I drove up to the building, I was like, I've been here before, but it was something else when I was there. It wasn't Reconsidered Goods. It was, I don't know what it was, but it was something else that I was not particularly impressed with, and I never went there again. So, but this I was very impressed with, and I want to thank Lynn for doing her video on her, trip there, because she traveled over from where she lives, and so it took her some time to get there. And I went on my lunch break, so I technically only had 40 minutes to look around and check out because it took me 10 minutes to get there and 10 minutes to get back to work. So let me show you what I got. I put a few of these things in my shop. So, and they're already in there when you see this video. They're in there now. So let me show you some really cool stuff. I couldn't believe what I found there. So this is a couple, let me get all these out here, these little trims. And they put so much stuff in this bag, you won't even believe how much stuff I pull out of this bag. But yeah, so some trims. Let me get all the trims out here. Is that all the trims? One more. Yeah, yep, that's all the trims. Okay, so these are, I think, all the trims. So I found all of these trims, and they're really pretty. First of all, I love this one. I wish this one was never ending, because when it's gone, I'll be sad and I'll be looking for more. But I put some of this in my shop to share. But it's kind of like, I don't know if this is technically Battenberg lace, but it looks kind of like Battenberg lace. So I called it, in my listing, I called it white, something like white lace or white Battenberg lace, or both of those, just to cover all the bases, because I don't know if it's, I mean, I know what Battenberg lace looks like, and this just looks a little different from what I'm used to. But if you can see, it's really beautiful, and it's white right now. So I can use it white, or I can coffee dye it if I want, or I can even dye it color if I want. But really, really beautiful. I love, that's probably my favorite trim that I bought on that trip. And then these are also awesome, because I don't see these fabric trims hardly ever. So I was really excited to find those. And then a yellow kind of crochet lace that is, is flat and beautiful. You can ruffle this up if you wanted to, or just use it flat. But anyway, the yellow you don't find, I don't find very often yellow crochet lace. Usually it's an ecru or white color or whatever. So it was neat to find this, and it's a nice yellow that can be used, because yellow can almost be a neutral color a lot of times. If you use yellow in things, you'll know, like when I have yellow in a couple of my rooms in my house, and it just becomes like a neutral background. It's really a nice little, if you like yellow, which I do, it becomes a nice neutral kind of background for things. So this is another little one. Now this one reminds me of Pennsylvania Dutch style. So that's what I put in my listing. And there's a bunch of it here. I put some yardage in my, I think, I don't know, whatever's in my, I don't know what I put in my listing. I decided at the time how I wanted to do it when I was doing my listings. But you can see it's kind of, you can see my hand almost through it. So it's kind of thin, but it's fabric-y. So I'm calling it fabric trim. And I just like the color. The Pennsylvania Dutch is kind of a, old-fashioned style that I really like, because I was introduced to it a long time ago, because I have some of that in my family. I think on my mom's mom's side, I think is from that area, originally maybe from that area. So anyway, my mom had always talked about the Pennsylvania Dutch, and they traveled, my parents actually traveled a lot in that area and bought some things, Amish and Pennsylvania Dutch things. And so whenever I see Pennsylvania Dutch, I kind of have, I like it a lot. I can just put it that way. And then there's these two were really cool. They have the fabric in the middle of the trim and then lace on either, you know, on the outside. So it's really pretty, and I could see this either like this on a journal page, or you could use it on the top of a tag. Any of these could be that same, you know, used for the same reasons, for my reasons, which is paper crafting and junk journaling and ephemera and things like that. So on a page, on a tab, or you could ruffle it up. Let's see how it looks ruffled a little bit. It's a little stiff and ruffling. I don't know, but it probably could be done. And then what I really thought would be cool is to fold it over the edge of a page and sew it down or glue it down with some Fabri-Tac. That would be really pretty over the edge of a page, wouldn't it? And then you just turn the page and you have it on both sides. I thought that would be pretty. So that one's purple, like lavender with the purple, it looks like irises type flower there. So that one, and so all those are in my shop. All these trims. I put some of it all in my shop just to kind of pay for my trip to that store. You know what I mean? Like, you know, so I can go back and not feel guilty about spending too much money. But this is a pink one. I thought this was really pretty too. So the same uses for this. This one's a little softer actually, huh? That one's, purple one's a little stiffer. This one's a little softer. So this could be a ruffle, more of a ruffle, easier to ruffle, I should say. Let me see. Yeah, you could ruffle that if you wanted to. Anyway, yep, super pretty. And there's the back of it. It is sewn on. The lace is sewn on. I look to see. It's actually stitched on there, so I don't know how old or new it is, but it's pretty and I like it, so I got it. And the first thing when I walked in to that store, if you watched this, Lynn, maybe you saw this bag too, because I know she went just a few days before me. I saw this bag of yo-yos. I was like, oh, yo-yos. Because I've made some, and you know, they're easy to make, but they do take a little time to get that thread around there. So I was like, oh, pre-made yo-yos. So I bought this bag of yo-yos, and I took out the ones I wanted to keep, and I put the rest. This bag right here is in my shop as one purchase. You know, you can get a bunch of yo-yos or whatever pre-made, and I bought them from Reconsidered Goods. I didn't make them, so that is in my shop. And then this, I did the same thing. I don't have the ones, I guess the ones I kept out of those. Oh no, the yo-yos that are in here. I don't know if the flowers I kept are in here. Oh yeah, they are. Let me get those out. Here's the flowers I'm keeping. This was all in one bag. And I took the ones out that I wanted to keep. So you can see there's a bunch of these little kind of silk flowers. I don't know if they're actually called silk flowers or ribbon flowers. I looked it up on Etsy, and they're kind of called ribbon flowers, I believe. So anyway, I took out the smaller ones because I figured that would be the ones I could use, and I think they were all in this bag here. And I took them out and put them in this bag, and so that's the little ones that I'm keeping, so I figured I could use those. And the ones that are a little bit bigger, I put in my Etsy. So all of these are in my Etsy. And I think you can see through that bag. I know there's a little bit of glare there, but there's pink and purple and yellow. So yeah, those are in my shop. And then let's see, let's see my yo-yos that I'm keeping. Let me get those out of here and put those over to the side. And let me dump the rest out here. See what I got. Okay. Oh, this was in the yo-yo bag. And it's whoever made those yo-yos apparently had a yo-yo maker. And the yo-yo maker wasn't in there though. It was just the instructions. So you need the yo-yo maker to go with this. But it looked like, you know, the pattern paper that you find in sewing patterns. And I thought, well, this is pretty cool. I'll just use this in my journals. So that is some paper I'll be using in my journals. And then I found all of these trims, and I was kind of sorry I didn't buy more of these, but you know, I can go back. Hopefully there'll still be some there still. And I you know, I didn't want to spend any more money that day anyway. So, and I wasn't sure, because I was just like, everything I saw that I liked, I just threw it in they have little carry baskets you can carry around. I think they have carts too, like buggies you can push around, but I didn't want a buggy. So I had a little basket, and I was just kind of throwing things in there. Everything I saw was so many nice things there that I could have had you know, bought a lot more, but I'm trying to restrain myself. But let me show you these. I'll show you the patterned ones first. They're really cool because I've never seen any like this. I've never seen patterned seam binding. I mean, I don't go to Hobby Lobby, so they have this at Hobby Lobby. I just don't really go there or Michael's or Joann's anymore. I just get so much stuff thrifting that I don't feel like I need to go there really. So, and if there is anything new I need, I kind of like order it from Amazon. So if they have these out there at Michael's or Joann's or Hobby Lobby, I just don't go there. So that's when I say I've never seen them, you know, you're probably thinking, oh, they have them at Hobby Lobby, but I don't go there. So anyway, long explanation, but I just thought these were so pretty that I picked it up. It's a seam binding, and of course it can be trim. I'm trying to see. I haven't opened it up yet. Should I open it up? Yes, I should. Let's see what it's all about. So it's like seam binding. Let me see. I want to see how wide it opens up, because you could put this over a page and you can use it as a little, you know, string at the top of a tag, or you could use it, even fold it over like that, or you could put it over the edge of a page. So lots of uses for seam binding, as we know, but I just wanted to see how wide that opened up. So it really opens up, you know, double. One more time. Let's try if I can get it open again. Double, and really actually kind of like quadruple. If you open it up all the way, it's that big. So, and I've looked into ways of, you know, making my own seam binding like this, or whatever this is called. I guess it's seam binding, but it just was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. It just takes too much time. So, and I got this pattern, this little brown kind of color with kind of rust and yellow flowers on it, and some green leaves, so that was pretty. And then the gingham one was super pretty too. So I guess those are all the same. They kind of, oh no, these just have one fold out. See, this one's different. That was like a quadruple on the yellow. This is just one. So this just doubles pretty much when you unfold it. And probably this brown one, let me see. Oh, that's just one too. So that just kind of doubles too. So that yellow one is kind of different. It quadruples instead of just doubles its size. Okay, so the laces, let's see. I've got this lace, this lace. I tried to pick out different colors. And then you can see all the different colors I got, right? Let me see where's the best place to show you the colors. Oh, I got two pinks. Okay. I got two pinks. It's that lacy. This is called seam binding for sure. So I got two pinks. So pretty. I tried to get colors that I didn't think I had too, which was hard to remember when you're, you know, out and about. But this is kind of an ecru color, really pretty. A really pretty blue, kind of dusty blue color here. Isn't that beautiful? I love that one. And then this green is really pretty. It's a pretty green, like a mint green. And you can see that is old. That looks vintage too. These all look, these, you know, the ones that have the packaging. This one looks old. This one doesn't look that old, but it might be. It's hard to tell. But the packaging is not browned or anything, so not sure about how old that one is. This packaging looks old, and it's that dusty blue color again, and it's the baby Rick Rack. So I love baby Rick Rack, and I don't find it that much in my thrift stores. So when I saw this one, I was like, I have to get that. And then other colors that I didn't know if I had any. This color green. Can you see that? It's hard to see because the the package covers it up, and I don't want to take it out of the package right now. But it's that green, kind of sagey green, light sagey green Rick Rack. And then this is a yellow Rick Rack. Actually, this is a little bit bigger. See, I had the baby, and this is kind of the medium, and this is not large, but it's bigger than this one. So let me just hold it where you can see without any glare. So that is it, but quite a bit of stuff there in my little lunch break and my first time. This place is pretty big, so I had to move. I think Lynn said in her video she could spend a whole day there. I don't know how much time she spent there, but it's an amazing place. And actually her video helped me move around a little bit quicker, because once I saw hers, I was like, okay, yeah, I don't need to look at the paintbrushes. I don't need to look at the calligraphy pens. You know, kind of like, I looked at them, but kind of went by them a little bit fast. And so, yeah, now I know, next time I go back, I know where I'm going to concentrate my efforts and see what else I can find in there. And it's the kind of place that gets new stuff. I don't know how many, probably at least once a week, but maybe even daily. So it's the kind of place you can go back to. So, and find new stuff every time you go. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Thanking you again, Lynn, for your video. It was awesome. I loved your video, and I'll be sharing more stuff with you. So take a peek at my shop, because I put a lot of stuff in there this weekend. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.